Hello, my friends, and welcome to the first episode of Learning with Stoneedge. Today is Earth Day, as you may know. And as you may not know, the world is a cat playing with Australia, as imaged here. So today's really about cats, ultimately, and that will be our first lesson for today. The world is a cat. Cats, think about it. Egypt, cats. The world, cats. Earth Day, cats. Cats. Anyways, though, so I think on this show I'm just gonna Google things, and we're just gonna go through Google and learn stuff together. So let's go ahead, and I already Googled Earth Day, so we're up and ready. Let's see, celebration. Interest in Earth Day is falling in the 2010s. Does it matter? Does it matter? That's the question. The history of Earth Day began in Santa Barbara in the early 1969. Ooh, haha, haha, Earth Day. When an oil platform 6 miles offshore of the oil platform. I don't know, it's stupid. Idyllic beach town on the central coast of California blew out, spewing some 100,000 barrels of crude into the Pacific. It was the largest oil spill in U.S. history at the time. Today, it is the third largest. Wow. And catalyzed the modern environmental movement. That's kind of crazy. So Earth Day started because of an oil spill. I never would have guessed that. Over the next year, Gaylord Nelson. Wow, Earth Day, you're really just giving me gold to work with today. Gaylord Nelson, a U.S. Senator from Wisconsin, marshaled the personnel, resources, and political capital to create what the politician called a national attack on the environment. The first Earth Day was held in April 1970, and its impact on public education and policy was tremendous. Millions of Americans took to the streets to demand environmental improvements, and according to Earth Day Network, by the end of the year, the first Earth Day had led to the creation of the United States Environmental Protection Agency and the passage of the Clean Air, Clean Water, and Endangered Species Acts. Those laws remain the bedrock of environmental regulation today. Perhaps more important was the effort that began in 1990 to bring Earth Day to the entire Earth. I'm not going to go ahead and read this guy's entire blog post because I feel like I would be stealing. I feel like that's plagiarism, so I'm not going to do it. But there it is if you guys want to look at it. It's very interesting stuff. I really like that. Theme of 2018 Earth Day. What is it? Earth Day 2018. All you need to know. Let's find out. Earth Day. All you need to know. The first Earth Day was celebrated April 22nd, 1970. The last one said early 1969, so that's already right, internet? It's Gaylord Nelson again. Let's see, this is just the history again. After years of advocacy by Yep, Earth Day went global, 200 million people across different countries, and the issue is environmental. So it just taught a lot of people, which is really cool. But it's a theme of everything you need to know, how the environment has changed since the first Earth Day, why Environment Day is key, and okay. Earth Day 20. Oh, did not mean to open that up. Earth Day 2018 Google Doodle, marked by Google Doodle Dr. Jane Goodall. Oh, cool! It's the monkey lady, right? She went and lived with the apes. My brother was really big into monkeys back then, so he I know a lot about. This if I'm right. I could be wrong. Trump in Earth Day message notes need for market-driven economy to. Oh boy, it's I don't want to get into the politics of it all, but here we are. And yes, I don't know what he's talking about to protect environment, market-driven economy to protect environment. Maybe his vow to undo unnecessary and harmful regulations and insisting that a market-driven economy. Trump said in a statement released by the White House, we also know that a strong market-driven economy is essential to protecting these resources. For this reason, my administration is dedicated to removing unnecessary and harmful regulations that restrain economic growth and make it more difficult for. I mean, there are regulations that they don't need. I will be 100% honest there. We are too regulated as a nation and as an economy, but we're not regulated in the right way. Some of them are just unnecessary. I think that there's some that we need that we don't have. But definitely, I think that there's some we could cut. But I think that this might just be a big ol' fuck you to those acts that were passed back in the day because of Earth Day. It almost seems like what we learned today was literally this started. It's not literally. I'm sorry, I misused that word. I don't want to do that on the internet. What I saw was that it started off and it passed these three huge acts to protect the environment, and then Trump said basically he's going to get rid of regulations, which was what the whole day was about, man. That's so frustrating. So frustrating. I don't like him. I don't like Trump at all. Neil deGrasse Tyson, I like that guy. I don't want to click on Twitter. God, only one species on Earth is so arrogantly alienated from its ecosystem it has to set aside a day just to reluctantly acknowledge it lives on a planet. Hashtag Earth Day. It's funny, sure, but from what we just learned, it's not. It's a day to teach people about the little things, because no, I guess it is right. I guess what he's saying is right. I misunderstood. He's most recognized as the host of the science program The Nature of Things, seen in over 40 countries. He is also well known for criticizing governments for their lack of action to protect the environment. Oh, interesting. David Suzuki. Yoga Glow. I don't need to just sit here and go through it. Oh, which natural wonder do you want to visit the most? Oh, man. I guess I would have to say the Aurora Borealis, because that is really cool stuff. And if everybody doesn't know how that works, that is something super cool. We'll have to do another learning with Stoneedge on the Aurora Borealis. Oh, damn it, I kicked the... Do another learning with Stoneedge about Aurora Borealis, too, because I really like that. I really like how it's just like the magnets and everything. Not the magnets, but the... It's hard to explain. People also search for those things. Easter, Thanksgiving, Arbor Day, Memorial Day, Valentine's Day, Halloween, Mother's Day, World Water Day. Oh, today's also World... No, it's the 22nd of March. Why don't we talk about World Water Day more? Why do we celebrate Earth Day? The ecology flag was also used. Earth Day is an annual event celebrated on April 22nd worldwide. Various events are held to demonstrate support for environmental protection. A month later, a separate Earth Day was founded by United States Senator Gaylord Nelson as an environmental teach in firsthand on April 22nd. It was first celebrated in 1970 and is now coordinated globally. See, I feel like these contradict themselves. Look, it was celebrated on April 22nd worldwide. Various events. A month later, a separate Earth Day was founded. I mean, this is just there's those ellipses right there, so it could be something else. I am not interested in clicking on it. What is the theme for Earth Day 2017? The Hunger Project. So I guess we don't have one. Join Earth Day Network on Earth Day 2018, April 22nd. End plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is poisoning our oceans and land, injuring marine life, and affecting our health. Yeah, dude, I hate plastic. Yes, I hate plastic. I don't like getting plastic water bottles. I don't like drinking my water from plastic. I go to my way to get sparkling water so I can drink it from a can. I hate plastic so much. It's bad for you. I think it gave my dad cancer. I 100% believe that plastic gave my dad cancer. I do not like plastic. I do not. So, yes. Yay for this Earth Day, man. Yay. Fuck plastic. Related searches. Oh, Earth Day Wikipedia. Yeah, check out the Wikipedia, because Wikipedia always has interesting stuff. Huh? Globally by the Earth Day Network. Yeah, so first celebrated in 1970. So that first one we read that said 1969 was wrong, obviously. Unofficial Earth Day flag. Ooh. And on Earth Day 2016, the landmark Paris Agreement was signed by the United States. Oh, man. It was just 2016 when the Paris Agreement was signed, and Trump already backed out of entry into force of the historical draft Climate Protection Treaty adopted by consensus of the 195 nations present at the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Paris. Wow. In 1969, at a UNICEF conference in San Francisco, peace activist John McClellan proposed a day to honor the earth and the concept of peace to first be celebrated on March 21st, 1970, the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. This day of nature's equipoise was later sanctioned in a proclamation written by McConnell and signed by Secretary General U. Thant at the United Nations. A month later, a separate Earth Day was founded by United States Senator Gaylord Nelson as an environmental teach-in first held on April 22nd. Nelson was later awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom Award in recognition of his work. While this April 22nd Earth Day was focused on the United States, an organization launched by Dennis Hayes was who the original national coordinator in 1970 took it international in 1990 and organized events in 141 nations. Numerous communities celebrate Earth Week as an entire week of activities focused on the environmental issues that the world faces. In 2017, the March for Science occurred on Earth Day, April 22nd, 2017, and was followed by the People's Climate Mobilization, April 29th, 2017. Wow. So this is about the oil thing again. I don't want to have to read all that again. I may as well. On January 28th, 1969, a well drilled by Union Oil platformer A off the coast of Santa Barbara, I thought I read that wrong, California, blew out. More than 3 million gallons of oil. 3 million, wow. Killing 10,000 seabirds, dolphins, seals, and sea lions. As a reaction to this natural disaster, activists were mobilized to create environmental regulation, environmental education, and Earth Day. Huh. Yep. Earth Day 1970, Earth Day 1990. Let's see here. We're at 11 something. Well, let's just turn on this. To turn Earth Day into a sustainable annual event rather than the one that occurred every 10 years. Nelson and Bruce Anderson, New Hampshire-led organizers in 1990 formed Earth Day USA, building on the momentum created by thousands of community organizers around the world. Earth Day USA coordinated the next 5 Earth Days celebrated through 1995, including the launch of EarthDAY.org. Okie dokie. April 20, Earth Day songs. Earth Day songs. There are many songs that are performed on Earth Day that generally fall into 2 categories: popular song by contemporary artists not specified to Earth Day that are under copyright, and new lyrics adapted to children's songs. Huh. Okay, guys, well, I just heard my lady get home, so I'm going to have to call this an episode. Hope you guys learned as much as I did. And I will see you. Okay, so yeah, like and subscribe. Go ahead and share if you want to. And Twitter, Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.